Hey everyone, welcome to Koala and a Cup. Behind every name in history lies an incredible story. Today, let me share one with you. What if I told you that the world's first artificial leg wasn't created in a modern laboratory, but in ancient India 3000 years ago? What if it was given to a queen who refused to let a battle injury end her reign? This is the story of Vishpala, a warrior from India whose disability couldn't stop her from being a true braveheart. This account comes from the Rig Veda, one of the humanity's oldest texts from 1500 BCE. Our story takes place during the reign of King Khela, a powerful ruler in the land of Sapta Sindhu, the region of seven rivers. Khela ruled with his brave queen Vishpala. Vishpala was known throughout the kingdom as a fierce administrator and even fiercer defender of her people. When enemies approached their borders, she rode out with her army, her very presence on the battlefield striking fear into the hearts of her enemies. My people will never bow to invaders while I draw breath, Vishpala declared with unwavering determination. War clouds were gathering. The Anu Confederation, a powerful alliance of tribes including the Purus and Druhyus, had been raiding the borderlands, threatening the peaceful settlements under Kela and Vishpala's protection. They think we are easy prey because we value peace, Kela said, his jaw set in grim determination. They are about to learn how wrong they are. Vishpala placed her hand on her sword. When do we ride? At dawn, Kela replied. But, my queen, this isn't the border fights. This is a war. Then let's remind them why our people have prospered in peace. Because we can defend what we've built, Vishpala responded fiercely. That night, the attack came without warning. In the darkness, the enemy had crept close to their camps, hoping to catch the royal forces off guard. To arms! Protect the king! Vishpala's voice cut through the chaos as she leapt from her tent, sword already in hand. In the chaos, Vishpala found herself surrounded. She fought like a lioness, cutting down enemy after enemy when disaster struck. A war elephant, maddened by the noise and blood, charged directly at her. Vishpala tried to dodge, but in the darkness and mud, she stumbled. The massive beast's foot came down with crushing force. Her leg was shattered beyond repair, crushed like a bird's wing beneath the stone. The pain was excruciating, but even as her warriors carried her from the field, she was giving orders. Hold the line, don't let them break through. She gasped through the clenched teeth. The enemy had been repelled, but at a terrible cost. Vishpala's fighting days seemed to be over. As Vishpala lay in her tent, burning with fever and pain, King Khela summoned the royal physicians, the Ashwin brothers, Nasatya and Dasra. They weren't ordinary healers. They were master metallurgists and surgeons, the most skilled medical practitioners in the kingdom. Can you save her? Khela asked desperately. The elder Ashwin examined the crushed limb carefully, then looked up gravely. She'll live, but the leg? The damage is too severe to repair. But he paused, exchanging a meaningful look with his brother. But what? Vishpala demanded, her voice still strong despite her condition. We can do something that's never been attempted before, the younger Ashwin said. We can forge you a new leg, one of iron. The room felt silent. You mean an artificial limb? Kayla whispered. Not just artificial, the elder brother explained. We've been studying the movements of the human body, the weight distribution, the balance points, everything. We can create a leg that will not only support you but allow you to walk and even fight again. Do it, Vishpala said without hesitation. My people need their queen. For 7 days and nights, the Ashwin brothers worked in their workshop. They heated and hammered, shaped and tested. The iron must be strong enough to bear weight, but flexible enough to move, the elder Ashwin muttered as he worked. And the attachment point must distribute the load without causing pain, his brother added, carefully crafting the interface between the flesh and the metal. They studied bird bones for lightness, analyzed tree joints for flexibility, and incorporated everything they knew about metallurgy into this revolutionary creation. Finally, they emerged from their workshop, carrying something that gleamed in the firelight: the world's first advanced prosthetic limb. The attachment procedure was delicate and dangerous, but Vishpala endured it all without a single cry of pain. When she finally stood up, supported by the iron leg, the room erupted in gasps of amazement. "How does it feel?" Kayla asked. Vishpala took a step, then another. Her face lit up with fierce joy. "It feels like freedom," she said, then louder. "It feels like justice." She turned to the Ashwin brothers. "You haven't just saved a queen, you've created a new way to fight back against fate itself. The war isn't over," Kayla reminded her. "The enemy will return." Vishpala's eyes blazed with determination. "Let them come. They fled from a queen with two legs. Let's see how they fare against a queen with an iron will and an iron leg to match." Kayla was right. The enemy returned, thinking they could finish what they started against a kingdom with a wounded queen. "Behold," she called out her troops, "not even the gods themselves can stop those who refuse to surrender." The sight of Vishpala standing before them brought terrors to their eyes. The enemy soldiers, seeing their supposedly defeated queen alive and ready to fight, panicked and ran. Today, thousands of years later, we've refined the Ashwin brothers' techniques, but the principles remain the same. Some scholars debate whether this account describes a historical queen or is metaphorical, but the advanced metallurgical knowledge described in Rig Veda aligns perfectly with archaeological evidence from that period. What's certain is that the story gave hope to countless people across millennia, proving that even in the ancient world, disability didn't mean defeat. If you enjoyed diving into history with me today, show some love with a like and comment your thoughts below. Subscribe to join me on more incredible journeys through time and hit that bell so you never miss a tale. Don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Until our next story.